Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter.
They're feeding
him early
it's not even 24 hours.
Script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he takes this from inside the 5. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. Looking for room. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll need a bunch on second down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Second and long here. Quick give. It's Clark. Breaks into the open. He's past the marker. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to pass on second down. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Husky. Great job by the back on the option.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Russell. Complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Corner's going to give them room. From the gun, it's Payne. Runs through a tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Russell fires to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Drives inside. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Running inside, it's Henderson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Throwing Russell. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted deep in his own end. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Past the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Washington. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Griffin. Stop is made at the 22, a 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Drops back, it's Russell. Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Keelan Russell. Under pressure. Out wide left, it's Coleman. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Again, it's Russell. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll move the tight end. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Split backs here. Hits inside. It's Clark. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Making the adjustment. Second down, going to throw it. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide right, it's James. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Lawson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Snaps it in the shotgun. Going to try to get it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Using his feet. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Washington trying to convert this 4th down. Quarterback changing the play. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal ball who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Throwing Russell. Makes the catch, it's Lockett. Turning it on! Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Russell. Out wide right, it's Lockett. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Again, it's Russell. Left side, it's Griffin. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Keelan Russell. Right side, it's Payne. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Again, it's Russell. Got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Throwing Russell. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
Calls his own number. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it in his belly. There he goes. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw one first. Look out! Throwing on the run. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 19 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Yellow Jackets, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just feeds the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Williams. Rush right in his face. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Now, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. He's changing the play. 4th down, Williams. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Henderson. He's got the 1st down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. From the red zone, it's Henderson. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down.
Dashing the D on the right. At the 30. 10. To the house. Touchdown, Washington. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He gets a block. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He's got enough. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Using his legs, it's Clark. At the 45, on his way. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. On the return, it's Payne. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. return, sending the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The run inside. It's Henderson. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Handoff to the lone back. At the 35, he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. He is having a day, putting up numbers in a Myles Gaskin kind of way.
Yeah, just showing you a little bit of everything. But these are the kind of guys, man, when you find them, you feature them, you give them the ball as many ways as you can because he's got that dynamic playmaking ability that can make people miss and hit home runs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback keep. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Huskies headed quickly to the line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Williams from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Russell. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Now here's Russell. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on fourth. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams rushes on. Buried before he complete.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Straight ahead, it's Clark. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Excellent pass by the back on the option. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays. And those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game. And these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Russell. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3. And maybe the way things are unfolding, we are set up for a classic finish as we get underway here in the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Defense in press coverage. Throwing Russell. He's got it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quick give. It's Payne. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Russell throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
They'll try the counter. There he goes. Past the 6. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They want that clock to run. Defense all over him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Play action with Williams. He spins that thing down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. Touchdown, Husky. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That went on to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Keelan Russell. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Back to throw, it's Russell. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls it in down the sideline. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throwing Russell. Keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the...
Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
They give it back to him. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just smothered on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.